Welcome to my blind playthrough of Octopath Traveler here. Yeah, I just finished off the quest to get honey in the last one, and did some provoking. I'm a little tempted to... I mean, so far I don't really see the reward of doing provoking, to be honest. But there might be something later on. Don't know how they actually get higher power. Like how your monsters gets to a higher power level. I mean, how Lind gets stronger, for example. I don't know that. But I mean, it might just be leveling up her, I guess. Could be. Alright, let's head for the next area now. I think I'm gonna go for Ophelia, because I'm supposed to go here. I might as well do this in the process and just gain a little, gain another character for free, basically, and then do this one probably, and then maybe head for this place depending on my level. I want to be at like a decently close to the recommended level at least before I head into those places. I feel like it could be hard enough otherwise.
Standest thou against
three of them,
me?
really? Cool.
Then be hunted.
All right.
Come in,
interesting.
if thou darest.
Heavy lightning damage to a single foe. This attack. Kill the first one. Just quickly here.
Out of my way.
They're not actually weak to assault you. Do wildfire here, why not? Kill the first one at least. No, not quite. I was gonna kill it there, but oh well.
Out of my way.
Die now though, yeah.
What next?
Alrighty, let's go for a regular attack.
Out of my way.
Let's do it. Hey, boosted
Over here.
Come in.
dagger attack. You boosted dagger attack.
My turn.
What next?
Break.
My turn.
Doing a lot of damage even though it's not vulnerable to.
Thou
The
didst
Arion
fight
is
with
getting pretty strong, I'd say. I do like the Thief so far in this game. It's not as weak as it can be in other games, other Square Enix games. Had pretty weak thieves sometimes. Some of the scary creatures I've never seen before. I've been able to gather rare furs, claws, and tusks galore. What you got? Huh. No. 80% steel though, I just failed there. Okay, so that should get me... I wonder how hard that broke is here. Level 1. Right, see if I can turn that... What is this all about?
Letting us begin. Letting the
Funny
hunt
how they're
begin.
always surprised at being attacked. Because I would be as well. More damage.
Sorcery.
Oh, did I just get poisoned? That sucks. 84 damage. Poison is really strong in this game, I'd say. Dangerous to get poisoned.
The hunt endeth.
Interested to see if it actually stays now or not. I haven't... Poison up. Doesn't seem like it stays after battle, at least. Alright, let's head back here to Swarky and see if I can have that in here.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
Alright, got a little call there. Shouldn't have noticed too much, I hope. But I had to take it anyway. Let's go for a regular attack. It's not broken or anything, so I might as well just do a regular attack there. And do a boosted one though. not gonna use any skills at the moment because it doesn't really feel worth it.
Try this.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Her dialect feels so weird to me. I take a lot of getting used to that.
Come. Letting my
Regular
arrow
attack, regular attack, break, and then do a boosted to both. And that one should be as well.
And that's that.
Massive difference between the like random encounters so far in this game and compared to the what's it called, the bosses. Right, so it was this guy, right? In faith, I've been apprentice long enough. It's high time I took the hunter's rights. But a man's not a hunter unless he's bagged giant boar. Truth be told, I don't see myself doing that too soon. Do I give this man his thing so he can cheat his way to get a hunter? Yeah, sure, why not? Hi-ho! I know what this is. This is the tusk of a giant boar. Don't say. Why, of course. I needn't hunt the beast itself. A tusk is all I need to show the elders. It'd be as if I'd hunted it myself. Much the same thing, really. Bit delusional, aren't we? Pardon me for asking, but could you give me that tusk? What are you gonna give me in return? Fair is fair. Stands to reason you'd want something in exchange. Suppose this is what trading's all about. Perhaps. So what are you gonna give me? Refreshing jam. What you get to? Right, it's still the olive bloom. Guess that one's done now. That was nice. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. I would say danger level 4 now. I guess it's because I actually face like 2 or more enemies at a time. Or 3 or more enemies at a time so far. Might be that, that's why. Oh no, I should save in another slot. In case something happens with the recording, I wanna keep my saves separate. I forgot that for a little while there. That's unfortunate. But oh well, it's fine.
Standest thou against
Double rat.
me, then be hunted. Letting my arrow fly and true.
Let's try. They're not going to do that, at least. Let's do this. See if I can capture that one. Just wanna see if I can actually catch it out of curiosity, basically.
Letting the hunt begin.
Can catch the forest ratkin. Didn't expect that, to be honest. Very weak though, but might as well. Just have one of them at least.
My turn.
It's gonna be dead shortly.
Letting the hunt.
Try the axe. I don't know if I have tried the axe yet, but yeah, that's one of them is the axe. Okay, good to know.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Quite weak to it, to be honest. Alright, let's head to Westgard. Flamesgrace Wilds. That's Flamesgrace. I'd expect it to not be ice since it's called Flamesgrace, but oh well. Alright, let's save again. Because I can. Save, save, save. Always be saving.
Standest thou against me, then be hunted.
Okay, so
Letting
what are
my
these
arrow fly and
beasts?
true.
Snow fox. Snow marmot and snow marmot. Also weak to axes or bows. Let's capture
Come
that
in,
one.
if thou darest.
Oh, it uses ice. Nice. Doesn't reach the cap. I cannot take any more beasts. Release one of the beasts you've already captured to make room for your latest catch. Yes, let's do that. Alrighty, let's get rid of this. No, let's keep that. Let's get rid of the forest fox. I do have 2 of those. So.
My turn.
Weak to this? Perhaps? No.
Letting the hunt
About weakness to
begin.
the bow then. Alright, should steal as well. 100% chance to steal. Essence of plum. Alright, steal from the snow.
Letting the hunt
What's
begin.
there? Okay, we got a slash. About the same as that one. Oh. Yes. Good thing you can actually
Letting the
catch
hunt
monsters and then
begin.
release them right after that.
Back nothing.
They've actually killed with one hit or one move.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Pretty effective. 18 experience as well. Alright. That was a chest I was going for. 800 money.
Now, letting us hunt.
What are these? They
My
look
turn.
pretty dangerous, I have to say. Weak to that.
Letting my arrow
Weak
fly
to
and
bow.
true.
Ice lizard man. Not weak to bows either, it seems.
Over here.
What next?
How about an axe then? We can axe to the face, that's good to know.
My turn.
Alright, let's try swords as well. Not weak to swords though.
My turn.
Right, let's try stealing.
What's yours is mine.
Firing. Bomb. Nice, got the hit as well.
Letting the
I think I didn't
hunt
die because I
begin.
want to capture it. Only level 1, so let's not. Let's just kill it instead. Well, that's not the
Over
most
here.
time to target, but oh well.
Come in, if thou darest.
Did I get Inspiring Plum? That's not bad actually. Not a bad steal. Let's do this here. Boom, boom, boom.
Come in, if thou darest.
Alright, you can steal again. Why not?
What's yours is mine.
I mean, getting something to restore SP seems pretty good actually.
Letting my arrow fly and true. I honor thee, my quarry.
Right, leveled up. Sweet, sweet, sweet. What's this? Hoarfrost Grotto. Level 25. Well, I'm not quite level 25 yet. Or danger level 25. I assume that's gonna... I'm just gonna... Because there's a save point out here. I'm gonna save and then go in just to see how hard it's going to be.
Come in, if...
Didn't steal from this one before, so let's see... No, actually, let's go for a regular attack and steal next turn.
Out of my way. What's yours is mine.
Another Essence of Pomegranate.
Try this.
Nice.
letting the hunt beginning.
Let them the hunt beginnen. Weak to swords either, right?
Come in.
Probably
Thou
weak to
didst
fire.
fight with courage.
Ice monsters are usually weak to fire. Leveled up for Therion as well. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna go into that cave. Just just to see exactly how hard it's going to be. Let's see what happens when I get into a fight here.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
We're caught by surprise. Let's see how much damage they do first of all. 109, 110, 604. Yeah. Yeah. Not too unexpected. Let's just return to title. Well, I want to see, and now I know I can't go into one of those kind of dungeons at least. That was way too hard at the moment. Way too hard. Let's climb this little mountain here then.
I'll make this quick.
Let's try this for the... Assume, yeah. Assume they're weak to it. I mean, it does make a lot of sense for them to be weak. Do that.
What next?
Gonna do this in order to get a steal again from this one.
What's yours is mine.
Nice. Got the kill hit as well. Lovely. I think I tried sword against those, right? As well. Sweet, sweet, sweet. More loot. Wait a minute, did I get a new... Got a new armor, right? Got another one of those wind attire, so I want that one for speed. What about that one? So that speed should be helpful, I assume.
Come on,
I feel like it's turns, but acting at the start of turns is generally better than acting at the end of turns. Let's do this just for the hell of it, I assume. Not surprising, the ice monsters are weak to fire, as mentioned.
What next? What next?
Break that one, and again, as I want to see, just in case. I'm assuming these are weak to fire. Oh, okay, not weak to fire apparently.
Come in, if thou darest. Let in the
Let the hunt begin.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Getting quite a lot of experience right now compared to earlier. Wonder if the game balances to your level, or if it just balances to how many stories you've done, how many characters you've recruited.
Now, let us hunt him.
Maybe. Surprised your
Out of my way.
Wait.
Don't play.
Let in the hunt. Let in my arrow fly.
Boom.
Let in the hunt.
Fully boosted attack from Ethereum here should be definitely be enough.
That's that.
I really am enjoying the battle system a lot, I have to admit. It fits me pretty well. Northern Flamesgrace Wilds. So here I can go south into the place there called Flamesgrace. For that next character recruitment.
Now, let us hunt him.
Letting us
Out of my
hunt.
way.
Let's use the fire. I do have a lot of SP on him.
Let
Out of my way.
What next?
So I don't have any boosts left.
Come.
Let's do this! Don't start things you can't finish.
Guess I'll save here as well. A fairly long little mountain here. Atlas Dam, Flamesgrace. Western Flamesgrace, Wild to Swarky. This was, yeah, just...
This is the
What's
beginning
that?
of your end.
What's that thing? Surprise your foe.
What?
Kate. But Kate Sith.
Letting the
Yes.
hunt beginning.
Really? Oh. What the hell?
My turn.
Try wildfire them.
Don't play.
Okay. What is that thing? Why am I in...
What next?
Well, alright here. That was interesting. That was interesting. What? That was some kind of special enemy, I guess.
What's yours? Mine.
Steal the plum. Then kill him next turn. Oh, oh.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Guess the extra attack will do the trick. Alright. Atlas Dam. Guess I'll just save here and head down into the next Flamesgrace town, or head down into Flamesgrace here. Herb of Clamor.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
Then be
Letting my
hunted.
arrow.
Kill one of them right off the bat.
My turn. There.
What next? What?
What? Yeah.
Try this.
I like the audio in the battles
Don't
though.
start things you
I
can't
can
finish.
seem to complain a little bit, but I do like how they sound when they act and use their moves, and you get to actually hear the voices while in battle. I do like that voice acting there as well.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
What next?
Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna see if I can actually do this in one turn, or not them attacking me at all. Do HP thief. Not vulnerable to it, but it's still pretty good.
You're too kind.
Yeah, HPC thief is so good.
What next?
Almost too good. I have to
The
admit.
hunt endeth.
So far anyway, it's been fantastic a lot of times.
A good day to you.
The Flamesgrace, the very cradle of the Church of the Sacred Flame. So what you got to steal, mate? Provisioner. Rest now. I'm just gonna assume that I don't actually need to rest at the moment.
Hey.
I hear it gets quite cold here, so the items that can keep you warm are a must.
Hey.
But you're gonna be able to... Spirit Sword, that's pretty good. Killer Bow. magic based. Except this one. Most of the gear here is more magic based. Guessing I'm gonna get a mage now. Because of that. He's gonna have rods at least. Maybe... Gonna have 3 weapons? We'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm not gonna actually buy anything on that until I've recruited her. There is my target for recruitment. This one.
Hail.
Magnificent Cathedral? No. It's the main temple of the Order for the Order of the Sacred Flame. Right. Decent steals here at least. Ice Soulstone. Deals great ice damage to all foes. That's pretty good actually. Cleric's possessions. Alright. So I even do some stealing before I actually start that new quest line that I got. I don't think this is where I should be going. What's that? Vicious looking character over here. You want to know why I'm hiding here? Sorry, that's a secret. How about if I steal from you? All of blinding dust, all of befuddling dust. Sweet. Let's steal all their stuff. Maybe not the one that's 8%, we'll see. Sweet. Pretty lucky so far, or lucky with the steals so far. On average I should have missed one of those 5 steals that I just did because they were all 80%. No. Trust you won't be missing this. Trust all you will. Might be missing it anyway. Let's get this one. Wait for the other one. See if I get it later. Maybe I'll get it while not recording, because not too interesting to watch me try to steal over and over and over from the same character, I guess. Or these are level 1 themes. Yeah, definitely been lucky with the steals now. No fails, even though they've all been 80%, but still no fails is still fairly lucky. Should have failed at least one of those on average. Peace wow, that is very good. Wow. Guess I can make do with one missed steal attempt. That's quite all right. I'm okay with missing one steal. It'd be fun if you could actually steal from her. No. Windtire Peacebringer Garb. It is, except that you lose speed, it is very, very good, I have to say. I'll actually go for that on you. You have a lot of speed anyway. Let's do that. Put some better gear on my first picked character, Tyrion here. Right, let's give this steal a couple of tries now, just because I can. Let's go, one more, and then I'll load. Oh, I actually got it, nice. Also pretty lucky, I mean, it's on average 1 in, what's 12? 10 or 12? 11 or 12, I mean. These are level 1s, I'm guessing. Still don't... Knight Ardante. Do I want to try her? Sure, she's a level 3 one, so... A monster! I must go and protect the townsfolk from harm!
Now, letting us hunt him.
Letting us hunt.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Let's try it. Okay, she's weak to spear. That's good to know. Ouch.
Coming, if thou darest.
Sweet.
Coming, if thou darest.
Alright, let's see. Okay, use this up to be very strong here. Don't kill it. I kind of expected us to kill her. Let's use a healing grape.
This will help us.
Should be pretty close to
My arrow
dead now, I
fly.
assume. Could have just attacked there, but I wasn't sure. So, might as well use a healing item just to be safe. Hold up. Healing grape medium wasn't bad, actually. Seemeth we have oneth. Person. Right, let's save again, and I think I'm gonna talk to the lady now. Talk to the little lady now. Liana, wait! I will perform the kindling in your stead. Her name is Ophelia, and she's a cleric. In her home of Flamesgrace, the great cathedral towers above all. Within its sheltering wall, she spends her days in service to the flame. She has been helping Liana, her dear friend and sister, prepare for the kindling, a holy pilgrimage carried out once every 20 years. Right. But on the eve of Liana's departure, tragedy strikes, and Ophelia steels herself to set out on the pilgrimage, breaking the traditions of her faith in hopes to keeping her adopted family together. She will need brave allies on the path she has chosen. Tickle Ophelia along. Yeah. You're at the beginning of the tale, for sure. Should be interesting. Nice to get a little... Don't
Come
need to read this part out either. Hold the control though, because it's vibrating like crazy.
May the sacred flame light your path on this fine day. And may it ever shine its warmth upon you.
Giggly little girls.
How many
or
times have we said those
young
words?
ladies.
And yet, they seem to take on a whole new meaning now. Each day is one day closer to my departure. Perhaps I'm more nervous than I thought I was.
Mayhaps.
Liana? You needn't worry about me. I was born to make the pilgrimage. My father did the same 20 years ago. As his daughter, I cannot let him down.
Being forced into it,
You
I guess.
really are incredible, Liana. I don't know how you do it. What? As the Archbishop's only true-born daughter, everyone always expects so much from you.
Newborn
And yet
daughter,
you
does she
never
have
fail
bastards?
Each of your sermons is more inspiring than the last. And now, the pilgrimage. So much is placed on you alone. Don't be silly. I'm not alone. I have you, don't I? And everyone at the cathedral. Why, you're the one who helped me think of a topic for that last sermon, Ophelia. You even stayed up nights with me to draft it. A willing set of ears and a few pretty words, that's all I could offer you. I wish I could do something that would truly help you.
Here you can.
Oh, abandon such worries and come, my sister. Father is expecting us in the chapel.
Right? new. Have that one from 4. Interesting. Check this. Heal wounds. Holy light. Light-based damage. Nice. Augments and allies. Elemental defense. It's cool. Deal light damage to base damage to all foes. Oh, that's nice. To all the foes. That's pretty rare so far. For a large amount of HP to all allies. Single ally, the ability to reflect 1 elemental attack. Revive. That's a lot of SP though. Revive's usually really good to learn. How about your status? A lot of SP. Not too much physical attack. See your equipment. Staves, that's not unexpected. Very expected, like, gear for her there, I have to say. Alright, she might get that. I might give her that. 80 plus accessory that I got. 80 plus SP accessory. In the beginning, 13 gods created the land. They shaped the mountains, filled the seas, and gave life to mighty trees and a myriad of beasts. And then they created men who would become masters of the land. Yet one god, Galdera, was too greedy to part with his creations. And so the 12 deities of good were forced into a desperate struggle with the cruel Galdera, lord of the most infernal magics. In the end, the conflict was brought to a close by Aelfric, the Flamebringer, lord of all that is holy. Aelfric called astral fire down upon Galdera, sapping his strength, then sealed him away in the afterworld. A divine flame to chase the shadows. This is the sacred flame that shines down on the land of Ostera, bringing warmth and guidance to its people. Well, this religion seems nice for once. So, as I said when I was playing Paladin's Tactics, I'm so used to religions being
There you are, my girls.
evil, but at least there it was evil, and it's been evil in so many. So the church is usually evil, it feels like in RPGs. I don't know why. Usually, at least newer RPGs. Ah, there you are, my girls.
Your Excellency, may the sacred flame ever light your path. Have you need of us here, Father?
I wish to see you, that is all. Do carry on with your duties.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
It is as if the two of you have become women grown in but the blink of an eye. How long has it been, Ophelia, since you came to us?
15 years, Your Excellency, or near enough so.
15 years. I suppose it is little wonder that you have grown so.
I was but an orphan, Your Excellency, starving and sickly. I would not have lived to see this day if you had not taken me in. I may not have said it enough growing up, but my heart is full of gratitude for all that you have given me.
No need for such words, my child. We all follow the path the flame illuminates for us.
Come on, Feely. We're family. You, Father, and I. There's no need to be so formal about it. Why should you have to thank us for being with you? That's what family's for. Of course. You're right, Liana. And besides, Father may be a great archbishop in here, but we both know he's just an old layabout at home. Isn't that right, Father?
An old layabout? Oh, you wound me, Liana.
I know your duties at the cathedral keep you busy, Father, but honestly, you're no help at all when it comes to keeping a household running. Would it kill you to cook a meal or dust the bookshelves from time to time?
When you put it that way, I suppose I am quite useless after all.
So even the great and beloved Archbishop falls short in the discerning eye of his daughter.
So it would seem, Ophelia. So it would seem. Now, tell me, Liana. Are you prepared for your journey to the Cave of Origin?
But of course, Father. I am ready.
Cave of
In the
Origin.
deepest recess of that cave is where you will find the first flame. You will take the ember to the churches across the realm, where it will serve to light the sacred fires that warm and protect all the lands. This is the kindling, the time-honored rite held without fail once every 20 years since the days of old. Your journey will not be an easy one. As soon as you step foot into the wilderness, you will be met with lawless villains and savage beasts. Yes, many a servant of the Church has made this journey throughout our history. Some have never returned.
Sending out your daughter?
But I know you can do this, my daughter. Everyone has put their faith in you.
She should be fine, I guess.
You have my word, Father. I won't let anyone down. I will carry out the rite, just as you did 20 years before.
Very good, my child. Very good.
Is he ill?
Father? Are you all right, Your Excellency?
It's nothing to worry yourselves over. Just my years announcing their advance.
Oh, you mustn't sound so gloomy, Your Excellency. There is still so much we would learn from you before we let you call yourself Archbishop Emeritus. Ophelia is right, Father. Like she always is. You should retire for the day and let your body recuperate. We can handle things from here. We will let the Pontiff know that you are resting in your chambers, sir.
When my two girls insist, who is this old man to deny them? I will leave the preparations for today's service to you.
That's fine.
We will take care of everything, Your Excellency. I'll see Father back to his chambers. Thank you, Liana. I will see to our duties here.
Alrighty.
Well then,
Thought it was done. I suppose I had best start preparing for the next service at once. What am I supposed to do? Oh my. What's a child doing here all alone? All alone, all alone, all alone. What is the matter, child? It's my mama. She's gone and I can't find her anywhere. Come back, mama. Don't leave me here all alone.
won't you come with me?
Oh, now, let's try those tears. Why don't I help you look for your mother? Sniffle, can you really find her?
Of course.
Of course, my child. The sacred flame will show us the way. Though I should be preparing for the service. No. Simply cannot abandon this poor boy. If I hurry, I should be able to finish everything in time. Guessing that's not gonna happen now, is it? Utilize each character's unique action to overcome any obstacle. Product pressing cross in front sometimes. Pounds person. Ophelia can guide the townspeople and will follow wherever she goes. Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
Hello.
Many worshippers come to this cathedral to receive the guidance of the sacred flame. I saw a chest over here. I want it. Inspiring plum. just run around a bit, see if there's anything else loose loot around here. Or hidden treasure? Like, no.
Well,
In church of sacred flame worship the god Aelfric. We also revere the sacred flame, the enduring symbol of his holiness. Guide this individual. Right. Skills Ice Storm. Summonable 9 times. Right. That's a bit unexpected, I have to say. Prayer. Summonable 9 times. Right. Can't guide her though.
Good day.
Holy blue fire of Aelfric protects us and leads us through the darkness. There are rumors, however, of heretics who worship a black flame of evil. Where are you? Where? I guess I should do that then. Let the flame guide your path. Really? You'll really help me find her? Lead the way. Okay, so what if I do this now? You only guide one person at a time. Nope. Alright, so how am I supposed to find her, this little boy's mother then? Gonna be cathedral entrance maybe?
How'd you do?
Welcome to the great cathedral of Flamesgrace. Are you here for the church service? No, I'm actually part of the church, I guess. This person here.
Grand.
Sheer splendor of the cathedral always takes my breath away. Sweeping slash. Restore health.
Yes.
South of the cathedral is the city center. I hear the tavern there has the best meat around. Guess this is his mother then.
Mother!
Mother!
Young man.
There you are.
Oh.
Sister Ophelia, how can I thank you for taking care of this little troublemaker of mine? And you, how many times must I tell you not to wander off on your own?
Actually...
Pray do not scold the poor boy. He was so brave and good this whole time.
Thank you so much.
You are too kind, Sister Ophelia. I know how busy you are with your duties at the chapel. Thank you for helping me despite that. It is no wonder that the Archbishop is so proud of his 2 daughters. 2 daughters? Surely you must know that he is forever boasting about you and Sister Liana both.
Truly?
He does.
But of course...
But of course, almost every time I speak to him. Come along now, you. Thank you, sister. Come along now, you. Thanks, Sister Ophelia, then it's back home with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Ophelia. It was my pleasure, child. But do try to stay with your mother in the future, yes? Do try to stay with your mother in the future?
I see.
Your Excellency. I will do all I can to be the daughter you would want me to be.
If I might.
I might have a moment, sister. Who are you? Looks a little bit ragged.
Of course.
Yes, might I be of some service, my good sir? Would you know where I might find His Excellency the Archbishop? May I ask who is looking for him? Pray forgive my lack of manners. My name is Matthias. Matthias. I'm a trader with the Leonel Consortium. The Archbishop has generously designed to engage in a transaction of sorts with us.
Well then.
A trader? I see. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I am Sister Ophelia.
Oh!
Oh, so You are Sister Ophelia. I've heard so much about you. When the Archbishop contacted me to request my services, he spoke much of his 2 daughters. I also heard that Sister Liana will be the next flame bearer. The realm is blessed to have such loyal servants. It is, as a matter of fact, to equip your sister for her forthcoming journey that the Archbishop has summoned me here today. Is that so? We are much obliged for your support.
No.
Think nothing of it, good sister. It is the duty of the faithful to serve the Church, as the Church so tirelessly serves us.
No.
Sister Ophelia, you must come at once. What? Whatever is the matter?
It's a disaster!
Oh, Sister Ophelia, it's the Archbishop. His Excellency has collapsed.
But how could...
What? I will come at once. Master Matthias, forgive me for abandoning you when you have journeyed so far, but...
No.
Do not spare a moment's thought for me, sister. Pray go to the Archbishop's side at once.
Forgive me.
I thank you for your understanding, sir. Please excuse me. They are oh so polite, aren't they? That was a little ominous. The end scene there. That was...
Your Excellency!
Your Excellency, yes.
Ophelia, please! Please, take a moment to breathe. Forgive me, Liana, but His Excellency...
What His Excellency needs most now is rest. Please try not to excite him.
Of course. Forgive me.
Anna?
Yes, Father?
The pilgrimage. The sacred flame.
Do not worry yourself, Father. I will perform the rite without fail, just as you taught me.
That is going to... Yeah.
Father? Father!
Worry not, Sister Liana. He is only resting.
Liana...
Sister Liana, are you not well?
I'm fine.
Didn't seem fine.
I think I just need some fresh air.
Oh, the guide ability for Ophelia here seems like it could be really useful if they... or the side quests, if nothing else. Liana.
I know she is trying to act strong before the others. I worry for her. I should be by her side at a time like this.
I wonder if I can steal from him when he's lying there later. He's still lying there, that is.
Well,
Ice storm. There. Honored to be that you would provide me with your divine guidance.
Hello.
Guess I'm supposed to exit the church now. Is there a save point over here? No. Right, let's keep going a little further.
grand.
Yes.
That was a very empty house. Holy crap, there's nothing in it. What's the point of having that house there? I guess it might be part of like some scenes later. Alright, where could she have gone? If you continue north, you will come across the cathedral. may think it's cold now, but it's warm in a spring safari compared to the town of Northreach. Alright. Want to know why I'm hiding here? It's a secret, as usual.
Greetings. Greetings.
Okay, so that's where I'm supposed to go for the flame then. What about my follower? What's she doing? How did she get up there? This path. Good to know.
Liana, how are you feeling? Ophelia? Liana? What am I to do, Ophelia? Father! My father is... Liana. Thinking about what might happen makes me feel so scared, so angry that I feel like my heart might just burst. But if I fall to pieces now, everyone will lose hope. I must be strong. And soon, I must depart on the pilgrimage. The rite cannot be put off any longer. There are centuries of tradition we must obey. But leaving my father behind, without even knowing if I'll ever see him again.
That's pretty rough, I guess. Oh, for sure.
Don't despair, Liana. We are together in this. We will find a way. Ophelia.
It has been 15 years since His Excellency took me in. My family lost in the war, I was left with nothing, and no one to care for me.
Now then.
Do not despair, Ophelia. From today, we are your family. This is Liana, my daughter, your new sister.
Hey!
My name is Liana, but you can call me Anna, if you'd like. Anna.
Huh?
What's the matter with her?
Oh.
Liana, I'm afraid that Ophelia has gone through something very sad. So let us see that she is sheared once more. Sheared. Together, in the light of the sacred flame, we will find happiness.
Yes!
Yes, father. I'll be the best sister ever, Ophelia. That nice. My first days in the Archbishop's home. Kept in my room and spoke to no one. It was she who brought me out of my shell, Liana, my best friend, my sister.
Hey, Feely!
Hey, Feely.
Don't you want to go outside?
I was gonna read that. It's a bit confusing when sometimes it's voice acted and sometimes it's not.
Oh, I know!
Confusing, it's hard to read the text then, sometimes.
There's someplace I just have to take you! What?
Gonna be on top of that mountain that we're just standing? Yeah.
This way! Up here! Where are we going?
I wonder if I can actually go up there myself.
It's just a little further! Come on! We're nearly there!
And if there's anything actually up there.
Here we are! What is this place? It's my favorite place in all the world! Maybe it could become your favorite place too!
I wish there was an option to, like, automatically trigger the texts when it's voice acted, at least. That would be nice.
It's beautiful. Isn't it, though? That's why I love it here. Here, Feely. This is for you. So now, won't you play with me? Still no? Feely, are you crying?
Perhaps. I'm not crying, you're crying.
No, I'm not. I'm not crying. Good to hear it. We're going to be the best of sisters, Feely. I just know it. I'd like that too, Liana. Then it's settled. Oh, next time I'll teach you my favorite game, and then...
After I lost my family, I was convinced it was my fate to be alone and miserable for the rest of my days. But Liana brought me out from under that dark cloud and gave me the strength to start living again.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for running off like that. I will return to Father's side now. I will return to Father's side and stay with him as long as I can.
Yes.
Pray do that, Liana. He will rest all the easier knowing you are with him. The Archbishop's illness weighs heavier on Liana than anyone else.
And yet
She must hide that from all around her. Except you, that is, Ophelia. Except you. Tomorrow she is to set out to gather the ember from the Cave of Origin.
In that case...
If I were to gather the ember in her place, Liana could stay by her father's side. Of course, I cannot bear to leave him either. And if someone else were to gather the ember, that same person would have to go on the pilgrimage and complete the rite. To say nothing of straying into the cave without the church's blessing, and yet more than just a stern lecture, that is for sure. As I recall, the Cave of Origin lies within the foothills to the east of here. And so I must gather the ember, that I might perform the kindling in my sister's stead. This is the path I have chosen. I alone must go. Even so, you would like to lend me your aid? I thank you, kind traveler. Surely the flame has guided you to my side. Now let us make for the Cave of Origin. It lies in the hills to the east of town. Right, sweet. She is level 1 as expected, so I can actually go here. Cool. Is there anything up here? Probably not. Just the view. Just the view. Well, that was nice. I got to do her introduction. That was pretty neat. Yeah, I got through her introduction here, and I'll do the rest of this one, or I'll continue with this one next time, because that is going to be it for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and save now, and yeah, then I'll head for that place where the Flame of Origin is in the next one. So that's gonna be it for this one, so until next time, have a good time.